Hi guys. So today on Credit Talks, we're going to talk to you about how the Cfpb is finally suing Experian for all the right reasons and how you could possibly get a check. So stay tuned.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. If you're new to the channel, I'm Credit Coach Q, and this is my lovely co-host, Miss Tina Talks Credit. Now, guys, in this episode of Credit Talk, we have a very interesting one because the credit bureaus just been sued. Now, you probably been badgered by the credit bureaus, had things negative on the credit bureaus, but if you are a person that's been a victim of this case, you can potentially get thousands of dollars like the client that I showed you with the check in the beginning of the video. So, without further ado, let's dive straight in. Guys, this is going to be an interesting topic to say the least because the credit bureaus has been doing whatever they want for a long time, and people are under the impression that the credit bureaus are a government entity when they're not. They are private entities, and because of that, they have been able to finagle and do certain investigations when they want to, and now that has bit them in the butt. So I want to show this article. Miss Tina is going to break it down a lot more. I just want to give you guys a viewpoint of it to start. So the CFPB sues Experian for sham investigations of credit report errors. Today, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau sued the nationwide consumers reporting agency for unlawful failing to properly investigate consumers' disputes. The CFPB alleges that Experian does not take significant steps process, and investigate and notify consumers about the consumer disputes, resulting in inclusion of incorrect information on credit reports. Inaccurate or false information on consumer reports can threaten consumers' access to credit, employment, and housing. Now, like I said, I'm going to allow her to break this down a lot more because she has the sauce. She have actually had wherewithal to have a client go through the entire process, and the check that I showed you guys in the beginning of the video is from her personal client, and we thought that this was an interesting story to say the least to bring to the channel, and we want to allow you guys to have the opportunity to make thousands of dollars if you are a victim of this sham. So Miss Tina, I'm going to give you the floor.
All right guys, so first of all, I am so excited that Experian is finally getting sued for this particular reason by the CFPB. Now, I'm going to go to the article and then I'm going to tell you a little bit about my experiences and then tell you how you can put yourself on the list to get funds if you're having this issue. Guys, so this is the same thing that Q was just reading from. I literally got this email last week and I was like, oh my God, are you serious? This is really happening again. So I had to come share this with you guys. So I'm just going to read you a little bit of the meat and potatoes so you can see if this applies to you in your situation. This way you can get you some money. If this doesn't apply to you right now and you're in the disputing process, look over your credit reports to see how this can apply to you and move forward. So I'm going to read you this. Conducting sham investigations that fail to properly address consumer disputes. When handling disputes, Experian uses faulty intake procedures and does not accurately convey all relevant information about disputes to the original furnisher. See, I told you that they were doing that. Now, Experian routinely and uncritically accepts the original creditor's response to the disputed information, even when that response was improbable or illogical on its face, or when Experian has other information available that suggests the furniture is unreliable. This happens so much they'll go past the 30 days that they're allotted, or they'll just take the credit bureau's word for it, or they even do stuff like not even hear back from the actual original creditors and still just leave it on your credit report. Like when they use the word sham, I got super excited because I knew that this was going to be a big one. So if you're experiencing things like where Experian, they're sending you back things that we call stall letters, like if you send in something like your dispute letter and you include all three forms of your ID in it, clearly it's in view, and they send you back a letter asking for the same identification verification, this is one of the things that they're talking about as well. So make sure that your dispute process is running on the up and up, or you could be in with this lawsuit, get you some funds, and get you a deletion. Now, the next thing I'm really excited about that they're getting sued for, because a lot of people have things that are previously deleted on their credit report through disputing, right? Now, when you dispute something, they legally have 30 days to perform their investigation and decide whether they're going to delete or update or whatever they're going to do. Now, if they delete it off your credit report, then they go back and reinsert it a day later, 2 days later, sometimes even months later. Sometimes they'll reinsert collections under the same collection agency's information who previously had it on your credit report, or sometimes the collection agency will sell the information because they see they're not getting anywhere with it after it's had to be deleted, and then they'll sell it to another collection agency. Well, it's illegal for the credit bureaus to do it if they're not doing it properly. Now, let me read you this. Now, improperly reinserting inaccurate information on a consumer's credit report, Experian has failed to implement basic matching tools that prevent or greatly reduce the likelihood of reinsertion by a new furnisher of a previously disputed trade line. Okay, they've been doing this for years, literally. Now, I don't get a lot of that because of the way I dispute it. Like I told you guys with disputing collection, I always ask them to block and then delete a collection or credit report, which kind of lets me skate around the whole process of this happening. But this happens a lot to other people. I get a lot of calls about this. So Experian improperly reinserts inaccurate information into credit reports because it fails to match newly reported information with records of previously deleted information. Consumers who have disputed the inaccuracy of an account and thought that their consumer report had been corrected instead to see the same inaccurate information reappear on their credit reports. Now, guys, this is huge, and I'll tell you why this is huge. I have recently had a client get a check back for over $2,000 for this very reason. Now, don't let them do this to you. Like, take action immediately. If this has happened to you and you have not disputed the reinserted information that's been on your credit report, go ahead, do another dispute letter. Let them know that they have improperly reinserted something back on your credit report, and upload that to the CFPB's portal so it's on their record. Now, to get funds or to get in the pool of the people who are going to recoup funds back, now mind you, this is a new lawsuit, so it has not come up yet, but we're going to put the link, or Q's going to put the link somewhere in the description or somewhere of this video. But so you're going to go to the CFPB's website and you're going to click here under enforcement, and under enforcement you're going to click payments to harmed consumers, and this is where you're going to get all your information at. One thing you can do is, because this is new, it's not going to be on this list right away, but this is the list of the ongoing cases as well as the list of the closed cases. So on the ongoing cases, probably around next month this time, you're going to see this show up there, and then you're going to just be able to simply click on it and put your information in. And as long as you have record with CFPB if this happened to you and everything is on the up and up, you should be getting a check once this all is over with. And this is going to be a big lawsuit because this is happening just like everywhere with everybody. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share with you guys. And also, it's happy to start to the situation and do exactly what I can get you some money.
Awesome. All right, so guys, like Tina said, so if you have disputed something on your credit report and it has came back, and that happens all the time, you guys be in the comment section all the time saying that went off and it came back. If that is the case, guys, follow the steps that she said. Go to the CFPB website, follow the prompts that she gave you, and actually put the lawsuit in. And first come, first serve. So the first people that actually put their case in is the first people that's going to be allocated to the fund. So this is great because not only are you going to get the check, but you're going to have everything needed for Experian or the credit bureaus to be taking these investigations seriously. Now, a couple years ago, the CFPB investigated the credit bureaus in totality and came to find out that only 90%, they was only responding to 10% of the investigation. They said the other 90% was bots and template letters, and that was the excuse for them. So this type of investigation where they actually has been convicted is going to take your investigations and your disputes on a whole nother level, and it's going to give you a lot more leeway to get not only the check but also the removals from your credit report. It's the best time to dispute, in my opinion, because it is a lot of fire under the credit bureaus, and they know that there's a lot of fire. So before this get watered down, anything like that, go to the website, put your case in so you can get the money. But after that, put your disputes back in and make sure that you are leaving a paper trail with the CFPB. Right? So before we get out of here, did you have anything that you wanted to say, Miss Tina?
Oh, I'm good. The heat is on, guys. Put that pressure on Experian and get them deletions. Like, you can even use the fact that they are in the lawsuit in your dispute letters to help you get deletions. I literally am doing that myself with my clients. So the heat is on. Get it.
Yes. All right, guys. Like I said, if you want to start the process, if you want to create your own dispute letters for the reinsertion to the CFPB, you can go to mycreditapproved.com. If you want to start the dispute process, go to mycreditapproved.com. If you want someone to do it, if you don't have time to do any of this, if you like working 6 60 hours a week and you just really just don't have time or the mental capacity to do all of this, please hire Miss Tina Talks Credit, guys. She is the best credit specialist in the country, in my opinion, and I stand on that. So if you want to do it yourself, go to mycreditapproved.com, go to the software. It's simple, everything's straightforward. But if you want to hire a professional, guys, stop wasting your money with phony credit repair companies that does use templates. This lady is super legit. She is going to do a thorough investigation and give you a custom tailored process for your removal. So go to Tina Talks Credit, go to our YouTube channel and show us some love, guys, and make sure that you was doing it properly. All right, guys, until next time, take care of your credit and take care of yourself. Credit Coach Q out. Peace.